Hey, what's going on, guys? Gunz here. Want to talk about a couple of things. That I've noticed. Not just recently, but throughout me doing gun shows. One of the things I pride myself on in this hobby is my heart for others. I love to give to people. I love to make people's day. I love to make people smile. And a lot of people that come into my auctions that are a part of my circle are the same kind of people. One of the things I saw the other day, if you know Care Bear, if you know Carrie, biggest Braves fan ever, biggest Hank Aaron collector. Like, she does not let a Hank Aaron card slide through her fingers. Other day in an auction, she's bidding on a Hank Aaron card, and a new lady pops in named Addie, and she's bidding against her as well. And they're just going. And Care Bear ends up winning the card. And Care Bear goes, "Give that to Addie." And I was like, "Is that a friend of yours? Like, do you know her? Because I've never seen this Addie person before." And Care Bear's like, "Nah, just give it to her." And I'm like, "Man, that's awesome. That's heart. That's the amazing things that I love seeing in my gun shows." A lot of people do that kind of stuff in my gun shows and in the hobby in general. But I see it the most with the group that I rock with. An issue that I see sometimes is that some people expect the same thing back that they do. And I get that way of thinking. I do. I get it. But it's a false way of thinking. If you want to be a giving person, you just got to be a giving person. You got to do nice things for people, but you can never expect it back. It's nice when it happens, but you can't expect it back. You also can't expect that everybody becomes a loving, giving person at the same time. When I first got in this hobby, I sure wasn't this guy. I wanted the stuff I wanted, and that was that. And it took me a while to realize that I could take a nice card and I can give it to somebody else, and that's something that we've done, in my gun shows for, forever. Who wants to do something nice for somebody and people kick in money and da-da-da-da-da. But what you guys have to understand is that it's an auction, man. And if you're going against somebody else, you might PC this card. This might be a team that you PC. And then somebody's bidding against you. And you can't get mad at somebody for bidding against you. It's an auction. This isn't a socialist breadline. You know what I mean? People are in just like you are, and they want to bid on cards. Sometimes they'll bid on something that's not their team. You don't know why they're bidding for that team or for those people. They might have a friend outside of the gun show that they're giving it to. It might just be a guy that they like. But you can't get mad at somebody for not bowing down to you or not giving you a card just because you collect it. You can't do that. Even if you do great things in the hobby, you can't do that. Man, it's you never know how somebody grew up, man. You never know what their life was like. They might have grew up broke, poor, to where they had to scrape and scrap for everything they got, to where they had to grab things and hold on to it. Maybe their mom did daycare at the house when they were young and they never had their own toys. They never had their own stuff. They always had to share something. So maybe now that they, have a little bit of money, they grab things, they want to buy things, You can't knock somebody for wanting to get something for themselves. So what I ask is that in my auctions, everybody should be treated fair and equal, and with compassion, and don't get mad at somebody for wanting the same card that you want. Even if you PC that guy, you can't do that, man. You can't. You just can't. Not to mention, you show your love in who you are, and then everybody else does the same thing, and maybe you find a way to change somebody's heart. Maybe you build that guy, Maybe somebody who buys everything, and then, they might be a little greedy or whatever, and I'm not dissing, do you? Maybe they turn into that person over time. So you got to allow people that opportunity for growth. And at the same time, you can't get mad if a person never turns into that person. What you also got to remember is what you see in one situation, say a gun show, that doesn't mean that's who that person is 100% of the time. You have no idea what they're doing outside of the gun show. You have no idea what they're doing in their life, what they do for their family, what they do for their friends. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I feel like if you're here and you like this environment and you're choosing to surround yourself in this environment, then you got to be a good person anyways, right? Otherwise, why would you be here with this group? But just remember that not everything that you build up in your head about somebody is factual. Again, they could be a completely different person. They could have different reasons for doing something, which you're not privy to, that information. So remember, man, that when you're in an auction, it's an auction. And two people can bid against each other. And whether or not you collect that person or not, give everybody some respect, some decency. So I just wanted to throw that out, man. You guys take care. Later.